Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at my Christmas haul. We've got a very good amount of cars here. Very grateful to get all of this year, and it was awesome. So we're going to go one by one, go through every single item. We're going to unbox everything. I would usually do this as a live stream, but every single live stream, my throat just kind of like gives out. And I just didn't really feel like doing a stream anyways. Maybe I'll do one down the road, but not this time around. It's also streams go for a very long time. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the minis. You can see right here we've got 3. Start off with Sarge. This was a stocking item. I did not have a Sarge previously. Looks pretty cool. I do like the American themed Sarge that was made last year. Here's a silver Tim Treadless, a very confusing mini because he's like silver over here, and then you go to the front and it's more like a metallic, and then his eyes are gray. It's just a huge mess. But didn't have it. It was a win. And then by far my favorite, we've got metallic Danny Suarez. The color on this guy is just gorgeous. It's kind of hard to get a good HD close-up when I'm zoomed out, so I'm gonna zoom back in. That guy is awesome. Look at him. And I'm gonna go ahead and everything fell again. Who could have seen that one coming? Something like it happens every single time. This is gonna be a relatively long video, so that might not be the last. Let's go ahead and put these mini racers just back in here. And the only other loose items I have are some books. And they're not like long books, they are cars related artwork books. And we'll get to those last so we can have the most room to look at them. I also have 4 bigger loose cars. You can see them. You saw them, I guess, before I zoomed back in. You can see three of them right now. And because those are bigger, they are loose, but they are bigger. So I will still be looking back at them, or I'll still be looking at them later. So let's open some stuff up. How about we get some more minis out of the way? Oh my god, this is really annoying. Okay, that should work. Let's get some more minis out of the way. We've got the Cave 3-pack with Cave Mater, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Cave McQueen. On the back, you can see that's where the name Tyrannosaurus Rex comes from. Or you can also just call it the T-Rex, but that's not nearly as fun to say. These are my first on-the-road minis. I believe these are some of the first on-the-road minis to be released as well. I do not buy that many minis. I just simply kind of, I don't even know, procure them over time. Like, oh, I'll see an interesting one in the store, because the stores around me do not sell mini racers. Only HEB sells them, and I'm not there very often. So it's only every once in a while I get minis, because I'm not interested in most of the 3-packs. Let's take a look at Cave Mater first. None of these guys have Mattel 155 releases yet. So, actually, the dinosaur might. I'll get into that when I get to the dino. Like the blue detailing, or that's green. And you have Cave McQueen with a very slick surface. I love like the bamboo spoiler. That looks really nice ever since I first saw it. Even before the show came out. You can see that in some of like the promotional, or what is Sarge doing back here? And then here's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. He does have the big old plastic release, which I'm basically going to count as a die cast because he's huge in the movie. So I'm going to say that's like a 155 die cast, basically. And I will review that guy in the coming days. This is my favorite of the cars in that pack. And I would be surprised if anyone had a different opinion, because that thing is just awesome. Alright, we're through with the mini racers. How about we go, I want to either get some of these guys opened up, the 155 that are kind of like right here. But there's also, let's get this out of the way first. Here we have Ross Chastain's 2022 Cotowin 164. This is also the die-cast chassis version. These are from the Circle Beat die-cast Black Friday sale, where they discounted a whole bunch of their stuff. So this is about half price, which is pretty good. Trying to open this. I will definitely have to open up the singles right in front of me next. They're gonna be in the way this whole time. I make a point to get a Race 1 diecast from every single race I've been at so far. And with this one, I have done that for every single race I've been at so far. The only one I am missing is AJ Allmendinger's Cotowin 124, because that one didn't get a 164 offering. And I actually have that one on the way in the mail. So yeah, with this, I've got, what is it? I've got Chase Elliott's Cotowin from 2021. I've got Kyle Busch's 2021 Cotowin. They did not make the Truck Series diecast last year. I've got Kyle Larson's All-Star 2021 win. They did not make John Hunter Nemechek's Texas win from later in that season. I was not at the Cup race. I was only at the Xfinity race. I've got Chase Briscoe's Phoenix win. I've got Ross Chastain's Cotowin now. I do not have AJ Allmendinger's Cotowin yet. As I said, is in the mail. That's kind of a lie. I haven't ordered it yet. I'm just waiting for... It actually hasn't been officially released yet, but there is... I'm just waiting for one to come on stock on eBay for $65, and it should literally be any second now. So I'm basically counting that as... Because I've got the money in my account, just waiting to hit that purchase button. I do not yet have Zane Smith's Cotowin. That has not been released yet. It should be, but I think it's coming out in like February. I have Ryan Blaney's All-Star win in the mail. That one has come out by now. And Noah Gragson's Texas win is on pre-order. That's the kind of stuff I'll go through the streams, making it way too long. But I absolutely love this paint scheme. This was a one-off paint scheme, I believe. The green confetti looks really nice. It was for the, I think it's Echo Park was like the sponsor of a lot of the COTA races, and that's where the green confetti comes from. The black camo compared with like the black and red like trim going all around looks really, really good. As well as the chrome number. This is my first Trackhouse diecast, which is weird because they've been around for 2 years now. I've got all these NASCAR diecasts, but I don't have a single Trackhouse release. And that's changed now. I've got this one. I still don't have any Suarez Trackhouse cars yet. Let's get this one out of the way now. We've got Greebles. And with Greebles and Griswold, who you may have been able to see in the intro, I now have every single on-the-road car released apart from Rusty's Racing Center Cruise. And I am counting Gearston Marshall in that because I have him on pre-order. Or not pre-order, I have him coming in the mail from some of the Christmas money I got. And I believe I mentioned that I do not yet have Rusty's Racing Center Cruise. So yeah, Greebles may be one of the best releases of last year. Highly awaited. This guy was like really expensive for a couple days before he made his way to the US. The one thing I dislike about the new AirTech blisters is that you no longer get the name tags. There's Greebles. He's a lifted up gremlin. First time we've ever gotten a gremlin release who wasn't like a villain. This guy's just a background character, but a very good looking one at that. Yellow wheels. He's got that iconic clown nose. He's actually kind of frowning in that. But like the paint makes it look like he's smiling. Love design on this guy. He's got a license plate that reads, wow, that's very blurry, B0925P, but I cannot read where he's from. You can barely make out the AMC logo. And whatever that's supposed to be, that 3 something. You know, that pink compared with like it's kind of like a yellow. The pink, the red, the purple, the yellow. All goes together really nice. Absolutely psyched to have this guy, and I believe he's getting a re-release in 2023 as well. That's pretty cool. Let me zoom out just about there. Thank you. Go down a little bit. Greebles. Let's get that other on-the-road single out the way. We've got Griswold. What is this? Basically a Bill Revs copy with some gear. She appears on the card back of one of the 2023 cards, so she might be getting a re-release in 2023. I'm not exactly sure though, because you never know with that kind of stuff. So as I mentioned, basically Bill Revs. I think the orange is a little brighter, or the brown is a little brighter. You also have muddy wheels instead of Bill Revs, you know, the standard plain black wheels. Got the Cryptid Hunters logo on the side. You got a camera. She has like a little luggage thing up top. She's got a light, and she's also got a microphone. She also has a second light on her, or is that like a reflector, or is that a light? I'm not exactly sure. And maybe in the future I will actually review some of these instead of just kind of taking a look at them quick. Let's go here next. Here we have a Rowdy Revan Bush. This guy was also expensive for a while, and then he started showing up at stores like Ross, what was it, Big Lots maybe? Maybe TJ Maxx, I'm not exactly sure. He started showing up at a bunch of other retail stores, some kind of like retail stores. And he lost his value relatively quickly. Of course, he is the kind of like carified version of Kyle Busch, who no longer drives the 18 car. But this was made before that change was made. This is a very cool NASCAR release. He's frowning, of course. I don't know how they managed to, like, a car look like actually Kyle Busch. Like, the 18, like the HEB, they did a very good job with this one. On the rest of the NASCAR line, whenever they, like, put a sponsor that was not in Cars 3, whenever they upgraded it to the NASCAR line, they just kind of reused the old design and the old colors. Like here you have Eric, who is very, not exactly similar, but relatively similar to Hall Angus. Then you get Rowdy, and it's completely changed up from Chick Hicks. You still have all the sponsors in the background, just kind of like faded away. And overall, it just looks really, really good. Let's open this one next. We can make some room back there. This is Bobby Labonte's 2009 Ask.com 164. Been looking for this one for a very long time. I absolutely love Hall of Fame racing. For whatever reason, I just kind of fell in love with them. And I finally got 3 of the 4 164s made for the team. The only one I'm missing is the original DLP Gen 4 car. I have all 3 of the COTs now. The Shrek car, the DLP car, and now the Ask.com car. It's a plain white base. You got, of course, the 96. And then you have, like, blue flames that fade out. It's simultaneously a really ugly and really good-looking car. The S.com logo looks really good, though. I don't know why. It just feels nice on that front hood. All that stuff back a little bit. And let's see, what do we have? Let's go over here. We got Beanie Hat Mater. I do not have any of the wrestling cars from Mater's, not Mater's, what is it called? Monster Truck Mater. The 3 Monster Truck Mater diecasts I have are Ice Screamer's biggest fan. What is he called? The Tormentor's biggest fan, Ice Screamer's biggest fan, and I've got the Referee Pity. So this will be my 4th Monster Truck Mater diecast, and I still will not have any of the actual wrestlers. I will have, I mean, technically, you could count this as a wrestler, but, I mean, he's just kind of, this is before he was wrestling, right? This guy's an absolute classic. Wow, it's like stuck in there. I'm just gonna leave him right there for a second. Okay, it's not gonna, that paper's not gonna come off. Let me get the name tag off as well, or let me pull Mater out first. And I am currently trying to get that name tag off. It broke, okay, whatever. So it's just your, oh, that thing spins, I wasn't expecting that. So you've got your standard Mater. His expression isn't too crazy, he's kind of looking a little bit cheeky, a little bit like a kid. He's got the raised suspension in the rear. Just even his toe hook is kind of like coming out. And then he has the hat, the beanie hat. It is orange and yellow, and you can see right there it spins around, not very well. I don't know if that's it, if it's like that on all of them, or if mine is just kind of broken. Let's get rid of some more 164s. Let's go up here. We've got Bubba Wallace's 2022 DoorDash 164. DoorDash sponsored him a decent amount in 2021 and then only had a few races in 2022. Here it is. It's got the white hood, which isn't fade. It goes back into red. Not the, it's an alright paint scheme, but I do try to get as many Bubba die cast as I can, so this is very welcome. It's not too bad of a paint scheme. I think we may have some room to, I'm gonna move these over somewhere else so I can put this guy back here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these bigger ones out of the way now, actually. Let's go over here. This is Kasey Kahne's 2017 Indianapolis Win 124, a grail of mine that I finally got this Christmas. One of my favorite wins of all time, and I love Kasey Kahne. There's lots of unique detail in this car. Like you can see like that normal kind of build up a little bit on the front. When you get to the back, oh, you can see a little bit of damage. The tires all worn out. See a little bit of damage back here. The rear bumper, nothing too crazy. And then you get to the right side of the car, you got a big old tire mark. You got all kinds of like scrapes and damages. Got whatever this whole thing is back here. It's even bigger than a tire mark. I don't even know how that happened. You can see the tires are all beat up. Absolutely amazing car. And next to that, we've got another awesome race win diecast. This is Kurt Busch's 2009 Texas win. All the Texas wins have that kind of Texas-shaped confetti. There's so much confetti on this car that it almost looks like it's a custom, like the custom confetti you'll see on some cars you can buy on eBay. It's even like confetti on the spoiler. This is my first ever Car of Tomorrow race version. Trunk opens all the way up back to there. It's a very nice, the plain paint scheme is really nice too. I don't think they made it. I think this is the only way to get this paint scheme. It's like Operation Homefront Veterans Day. Not exactly sure what that is, but the paint scheme does go very hard. With the metallic blue, with like the Miller Lite yellow, down to a light blue stripe. And you also, on the other side, it actually does not really change, but it's still just a very good looking car. You even have like confetti in the wheels. Very nice. I believe he won that race just barely on fuel mileage. Alright, we've got the third and final NASCAR 124, another race win diecast. Here we've got Tate Fogelman's 2021 Talladega win. Somehow the most beat up one, even after you get a Kurt Busch win and that amazing Ken Indy win, because he crashed after he won. You can see the two right side wheels missing all lettering. Got a big tire bump there. You have a bunch of like tape and stuff on this right rear because he was involved in a wreck earlier before winning. Getting over the front, you can see the damage that's on both sides, but the front is actually relatively clean. You can see a little bit of damage on the nose. On the back, you can see a big old dent. Of course, they can't actually make a dent in the mold. They have to add it on as a decal, but I think it looks pretty nice here. This is from when Tyler Hill slammed into him at the end of the race. And then the right side is completely beat up after you pancake the wall after crossing the line. No lettering on the wheels, or barely lettering. You can see the right side is all kinds of scraped up. The actual car in real life was completely just pancaked. But of course, they'd have to make a whole new mold. And I think they did a pretty good job with this one. One of the coolest races, one of the most interesting wins of all time. Now we've got our final big car. And this is not a NASCAR, but it is a very interesting one. This is a custom car I got from my sister of a giant Corvette. And it has Epic Green Thunder on the side, as well as my logo on the roof. Very cool. The decals are actually really well applied. On the other side, you got 2007, my birth year, which not the perfect decal I would have wanted, but it's still pretty awesome. And I will almost certainly put this in the background of some of my videos. I'm not exactly sure where, but it will be in there somewhere at some point. I have almost no room in the rest of my room to start putting new stuff. So I'll probably put some stuff on my desk, and that is a good way to start that off. Let's get one of the ones over here out of the way. Here we have Corey LaJoie's 2021 NFL Alumni / Folds of Honor car. I believe this ran at Atlanta. This was an exclusive to the Circle B Diecast website. Lionel didn't even offer it. You can only pre-order a 124 on Circle B's website, and then they ordered for themselves the 124s, and you couldn't even pre-order those. They kind of came as a surprise, but a pleasant one. This is another Black Friday car. So it's got like the NFL alumni logo, pretty cool. I don't believe we've got an NFL car before. We might have had a couple teams, but nothing that actually had like an NFL main sponsorship. So you have like the NFL logo on the hood, you have another one on the side, and then you have Folds of Honor as the like duo sponsor. Then you have NFLalumni.org / Folds of Honor on the back. Great looking car. Let's get the other cars kind of out of view on the way. We've got Eric Almirola's 2021 Smithfield Throwback. I wanted this one because in the game I play, I drive a Gen 4, or I used to drive a Gen 4 car that had this paint scheme on it. So I thought it was it also just looks really nice. But that's the main reason I wanted it. That was also one of the main reasons I wanted Kane's Indy win. Even though it is one of my favorite ones of all time, so that's another good reason. And it is a very awesome race win digest. That was just another reason to get it. This thing looks awesome. I believe it's a throwback to a Mark Martin car, if I remember correctly. So you've got like the red goes, there's just like flames like stacked on top of each other all across the car. You got Winn-Dixie, which I believe was the original sponsor of the car as well. Winnin' and Grillin'. Another awesome looking car. You see the camera back there kind of getting in the way of that Winn-Dixie logo. This looks absolutely beautiful. Let's say I'll go up here. Here you've got Alex Bowman's 2022 Las Vegas Win 124. I love the confetti caked cars. I'm a big confetti enjoyer. I know some people do not like it, but I'll always be a confetti defender. This was his only win of the year, and who knows what he could have gone because he got concussed late in the season, had to miss some playoff races. So it's his standard Ally white scheme with just the Las Vegas's kind of iconic yellow and black confetti scattered around mostly the left side of the car, but you can also see a little bit on the right. This is not a die-cast chassis, but a good amount of the ones I did get are die-cast chassis. Like, let's see, this car is a die-cast chassis, but that basically means it's like metal, and I don't really think there's any other differences. They used to have rubber tires, but then they realized that like was costing them too much money or something, and they stopped doing it, which is annoying. Let's see, up we've got, you can see my finger, let's go here. This is Kyle Busch's 2022 M&M's Crunchy Cookie Bristol Dirt Win. His final win with Joe Gibbs Racing. It's also a very nice race win, and while I very highly doubt it, at the moment this is his most recent win, so it could always be his last. So no matter what, this is probably a likely rare card in the future, this being his last win with Gibbs. Also, it's a dirt win. It's just really cool. Of course, he won this in the last corner when Briscoe and Reddick both spun, and he went right by him in the final corner. See the M&M packets on the top of the roof. That's a nice touch. You get that on a lot of his die-casts. You can see, you can kind of see some tire marks down here. They don't go all the way up though. See the dirt on his front. And you can also see some more dirt and a little bit of damage on his right side. Get another one out of the way. This is probably my favorite paint scheme of 2022 for the Cup Series. This is Kurt Busch's 2022 Jordan brand Kansas Win. This was the only way this paint scheme was made because there is some severe copyright issues, and they're only allowed to produce the Race Win die-cast. And that will likely be the only time we get a Jordan brand die-cast unless someone else wins with the Jordan brand on the car in the future. This is also Kurt Busch's last Cup Series win for the moment. It is likely to stay that way because he is only running a part-time schedule now. Even though it's not officially confirmed, it is strongly hinted that he'll be doing that in the coming years. And this is another die-cast chassis. So you got like the metal base. You got the Jordan logo on the hood. You can see the buildup. There's a lot of buildup. Then like I don't even know what kind of pattern this is, but it looks really nice. Of course, the deck light is completely black because Monster sucks and they won't allow their logo on any die casts anymore. See this one over here. Here we've got Materhosen. I believe this was the last Mater variant I needed from the 2013 line. Now the only Mater variant I still need from the disguises is Taco Truck Mater. Let's scooch some of these guys back. A little bit more room. And of course Taco Truck Mater is worth a whole lot of money. So, These Maters are really sticking to their blisters today, huh? It's 2 for 2. There's your name tag, Materhosen. This is a relatively forgotten release, not too forgotten, but it is Mater. He's got the, I don't even know what this is. It's supposed to be like a, I don't know. He's got the German Materhosen vest decorations all around. He's got like the beer kegs in the rear. Also got a nice German hat. He's got a relatively friendly expression. There's a whole lot of detail going on with this guy, but I don't know the names of any of the things that are on him. So I'm just going to say this is a very nice German Mater. And of course, he was supposed to go to Germany in Cars 2, but that was one of the deleted scenes that never made it to the final cut of the movie. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more things to open. We still have 7 more things to look at. Let's go up top, get the remainder of the 164s out of the way. This is Kyle Larson's 2014 Target Salutes 164. First ever Target, not first ever Target diecast. First ever Larson Target diecasts, and I believe all of those are relatively rare now, with the exception of maybe like 1 or 2, and this is one of them. You can already see that has the white wheels that look very, very good. They put those on a lot of the Target cars and it fit really well. So this is 2014. I don't know exactly the race, but I can assume it was either the Coke 600 or the Coke 400. Got the white that fades into red with the blue numbers, also red, white, and blue stars and stripes, not stars and stripes, stars going all the way around the car. The exception of the rear bumper, because you got like the rookie stripes and the exhaust. Got the Clorox logo on the deck lid, which we'll talk about some Clorox in a second here. Got the Target logo on the hood. And of course, you got the special banner. Speaking of Clorox, here we have another Kyle Larson 2014 car, his 2014 Clorox 164. That one came open relatively easily, finally. Apparently there may have been a problem when this car was made, where like the front decals weren't dried before they put them in the package. So let's take a look and see if the decals on the front are messed up. They look pretty good to me, but I do not remember what the actual car looked like. So it may be completely wrong, but this is a very beautiful car. The bright yellow is just popping. You got the Clorox logo on the front hood. I love the look of that. They got the Clorox logo basically plastered everywhere. You got like some kind of weird fade design on multiple parts of the car. You also have the Target logo kind of going around the entire edge. Once again, except for the back bumper because of rookie stripes and exhaust. Alright, once again, we've got our final 164, another Clorox diecast. This is Juan Pablo Montoya's 2011 Clorox die 164, and this one is pretty rare to the point where I didn't even see any on eBay, so I'm not exactly sure what this thing is worth, but I can conclude that it is hard to find. This is another really nice one. Kind of looks like the Credit One Bank car. The Clorox logo, once again, looking real snazzy on that front hood. It's got like a lighter blue that kind of goes in like a leaf design almost. You can also see that below the Clorox logo on the hood. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it does look pretty cool. Clorox logos, once again, you got all the Target associate sponsors. You can see Target itself on that rear quarter panel. Got some red trim going all the way around. Apart from the back bumper, and not because of rookie stripes, just because it isn't there this time. more things to open. Let's go over here. This is, I would make an argument that this is the most forgotten release from Cars of all time. I almost never see anyone talking about this except for me whenever I bring up how forgotten it is. And I don't even know why they made this car in the first place. So good on you if you know what this car is. Or I shouldn't say car, it is a plane from a Cars short. This is the Prop Wash Junction biplane. It's not even like a rare car. You can get it for like $20 to $30 on eBay. I have no idea why they made this guy. I was able to find him in the short, so it's a good thing he actually appears. Or she, I don't know. That card came off really easy. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this thing. There is your name tag, Prop Wash Junction biplane. And here is the biplane itself. So it's basically plain white with like a red wave design, or like sea waves going up and down and up and down and up and down, all across the front of both wings. You also have that on the rear. And then the front itself is red. You've got like a stripe that goes back to the, once again, the end. Have a red thing on top of whatever that is. I've reviewed a whole lot of planes recently, and I still can't exactly name what that is. You've got even a similar design on like the wheels. This is like a Barney Stormin type model. Let me pull up Barney real quick because he's actually very close to me. I can open the case right from where I am sitting. So like here he is with Barney. He is basically the same model. I think he is the exact same model. And you can see how similar they are. But yeah, I mean, as I've been saying, this is, in my opinion, the most forgotten official Cars release of all time. Using the take flight line, or he's smiling. He's got some kind of logo on the inside. Wait, no, let me, oh, it's not a logo, that's just, okay, I'm gonna, yeah, that's just like a silver, oh, that's the axle, okay. So the axle kind of peeking out. He's also got like a little brown little cap there. Pretty sweet. Put him up here. All right, our final unboxing of this video will go to the Showtime Story 4-pack. Let me move all this stuff back to make room for this beast. This Russia stank car is kind of blocking everything. Get out of the way. And let's move this as well back here. So yeah, the Showtime Story 4-pack. I'm not going to bother with Mater and McQueen because not only do I already have them both, I've also reviewed both of them. I believe that is the Mater with the tow hook. So I've already reviewed both of them. You can check them out in the Salt Flats 9-pack video. But of course, I do not have the Circus Stunt Biplane or the Circus Stunt Performer. That is their official names, right? Yes, Circus Stunt Biplane and Circus Stunt Performer. You can see it right there on the back. I'm going to go ahead and open this thing away from the camera just so it does not fall over and once again knock everything over. But this is actually coming out relatively well. Oh, there's some tape. Always hate tape. Remember back when there was tape on almost every single car back in like 2016 or something like that. So I've got that part open. There, it came with this. I'm going to assume this is for holding up the prop back here. That Circus Velocitas little arch is probably going to be something you see in the background as well. Let me see how to get all this open. Oh my gosh, there's like an obscene amount of tape on the bottom of this thing. Look at that. At this point, I would just cut the video, but we've been going for 40 minutes anyway. And that is going to be a very hard edit to make, putting together. Okay, that tape come off pretty easily. Let's see, mater. Luckily, this isn't any of like the screws. Don't even have those weird turny things that you get on the haulers. It's just the plain old little rubber bands. You can see the clear rubber bands. So if I'm able to pull, oh my, there's a whole bunch of rubber bands on the what's its name, the biplane. Okay, we got this stunt performer out. Now if I can just get these rubber bands off of the cardboard, we can very easily move them around the wheels of these two fellas, or these three fellas now. Okay, got Mater out. This, okay, this, I don't know if that's the tow hook version or not. You see, there's all the annoying rubber bands that I'm gonna have to clean up because I've thrown all the trash on my floor so far. Oh, this is double. Oh man. I do not even have scissors in my room right now. That is an annoyance. But I'm not even looking at Mater anyway, so we'll put him off to the side. Same with McQueen when I get him out of here. You can see McQueen does have the tow hook. So that is the Mater with some cardboard just absolutely flying. Jeez. So that is the Mater with tow hook. That was in this pack. Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna put McQueen off to the side as well. And we'll get the biplane out, hopefully, relatively easily. Let's see. I'm just gonna have to start ripping the cardboard out. He's held down by not only the cardboard, but also rubber bands and also plastic. You can see all that stuff going on for him right there. There's also more tape on him. Wow, that's 4 things holding down the Circus Stunt biplane. This has taken up way more time than I would like it to. I've never learned my lesson when opening multi-packs and haulers on video. Okay, we got him out of the packaging. Now it's time to get him out of his rubber bands. We can remove some more of his cardboard. Okay, here we go. You see all the mess that's going on with him. There's some cardboard out of here. Here's some of the plastic that was holding him down. I believe I can maneuver this out at just the right angle, maybe? This guy doesn't have any wheels that the rubber bands are going into, so it should be easier to remove the rubber bands than it would be to a car. There's one rubber band gone. There's another one. Almost. We gotta get around this. There we go. Another rubber band gone. This plastic part could almost come off. We've got 2 more rubber bands. All right. Oh, there's the plastic on. 2 more rubber bands. And there we go. Wow, that took way longer than it should have. Sorry about that. And also, let me pull this out really quick. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is tape too? No. I'm trying to pull out the Circus Velocitas little, what's it called? The little archway, but they taped that down. So I'm gonna have to do some more work on this. Looks like this tape will be coming off relatively well though. Okay, one side done. The other side. See, if this is a streamer, you guys won't be able to skip that whole part. All right, we got it. Yes. We got it out. All right. Now let's open up this bag real quick, and we're gonna put that archway in, and then we can look at the stunt performer and the biplane. So we got like, assume that goes in like that. I don't know how to put this in. Oh, it's ripped. Dang. Assuming it goes in like that. The other side goes in like that. Is that look good to you? I don't think that's right, but it is holding up for now, so I'll take it. Let's go ahead and put that. Let's put that back here for now, and I will move it after the video. So we can finally take a look at the cars. Here's the circus stunt performer, and she got a smile under those forks. For some reason, I thought she would have been frowning, because in every picture I feel like she's frowning, but when I actually got the diecast for myself, you can see she's got a very big smile on her. She didn't get a name, unfortunately. Then we've got the circus stunt plane. I wasn't expecting the expression on this guy. I was expecting him to be looking straightforward. I expected him kind of be like an El Chew clone. But, I mean, he's the same model. About. Not exactly the same, if I recall. But he's got like a cool expression. He's looking to his left. He's got a big old smile. He's got a really weird texture on him. It's not like, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe this texture. It's like matte, but also smooth at the same time. I do love the design on this guy. The metallic teals, the metallic aquas with like kind of like a diamond pattern. You did a little stunt there for me. Got that same thing around the wheels, and then I'm not as big as a fan of the aqua and the kind of yellowish silver and the red that are on the wings. But I mean, all the circus cars have outlandish designs, so that's not too big of a stretch. And we will put him up here. Hopefully he doesn't fall. Okay, that'll work. 2 more items, but we are out of die casts. Our first item is the Art of Cars 2 book. You can't see the title there. Let's just turn that upside down. You can kind of see it there. And I would love to go into detail about these right now, but this video is long enough as it is. And this has enough content in it to make a whole video. So I'll save that for later. I'll also probably do the same with the Art of Cars 3 book, but that is not a new thing for me. I got that back in 2017. And the final new item is the Poster Art of Cars. This is a book that I don't think a whole lot of people know about. It is a huge book, by the way. Like, I'm going to go ahead and move my camera up and see how gigantic this book is. Even compared to like a 124 diecast, it's like double the length of that thing. And it has a lot of really cool art in it that a majority of people have never seen before. It's either it was either never used in movies or it was used kind of in the background. It is used. You can see some dust on it. But like, you can see stuff from there like that. Great grass optimization. So much unique stuff in here. Like, if you knew about this, good for you. You probably had this book. If you don't have the book, there's almost no chance you knew any of the stuff you just saw on there. So I will also eventually make a video going through all this. And that is it. Let me go ahead and put this book back on top. That is the Christmas haul for this year. I also did get a very good amount of money. And I used that to purchase, let's see, with that money, I got Kirsten Marshall, Dana Krenkoff, what's his name, Secord. I got a replacement Vanderbird. After, of course, I traded my prototype one off. I got Bubba Wallace's 2022 Columbia car. Josh Bullock's Ziegler Automotive 164. Ricky Stenhouse's Irish Spring 164. I got Ryan Blaney's All-Star Win 164. I bought the Art of Planes book. And I also bought, or I haven't bought it yet, I'm waiting for a cheaper one to inevitably pop up. Adrian Allmennier's Coda Win 124. That's a lot. A very good Christmas, and I've even got my birthday coming up next month. So hopefully there'll be another big haul for me to show you guys then. There's everything. Great year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you all next time. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Goodbye.